Rita Ora to come as well in about 5 minutes. But first, let's see what's worth watching then this weekend with local radio legend and telly addict Dave Johnson. And we start with a programme that stars many big names. Stephen Fry, Keely Hawes, Ollie Alexander, the singer from Years and Years.
You have to watch It's a Sin, the Russell T Davies show. He wrote it, by the way, on Channel 4. It shows on Sunday nights. And they put the whole thing on All 4 so you can binge all 5 episodes. And the thing is, Liz, when you've seen the first one, you're going to be so hooked. It's like a book where you've got to keep turning the pages. You're really going to want to know what happens next. It's really worth watching. Yeah. It isn't for the faint-hearted. It's one for you and Mitch when the kids have gone to bed. It doesn't pull its punches. There's nudity, there's gay sex, there's lots of swearing. But what it does do is really capture the zeitgeist of everything that was going on at the time, starting with the carefree attitudes to sex before HIV came along, the dreadful homophobia that there was in society at the time, and the heartbreak that came later on with HIV and AIDS. But what it also does, it looks at how society's dislike of gay men and women was implicit in the way that some people behaved. It's really very clever. That all sounds quite heavy, but there are actually some really funny moments in it as well.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Naughty boy. Have you seen this?
There are boys dying all over the world, but no one knows anything.
Do you seriously think there's an illness that only kills gay men? I don't believe it! Now hit me with those lasers, please!
It's very much a drama. I mean, it's pure fiction, but it's so well made. It captures every essence of what was going on at the time. And I tell you what, Liz, when the BAFTAs come along, I think it's probably going to sweep the board, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. And it's nice that at least, you know, it's got some fun in there as well. What is making you laugh on telly at the moment, Dave? You
know, Breaking Dad, have you seen it with Bradley Walsh and his lad Barney?
Oh, I've seen the adverts, yeah.
Well, it's only on for half an hour and it's really good fun. ITV Monday nights. And Barney is such a naughty lad to his dad, Bradley Walsh, because, you know, Bradley's a bit of a lad, game for a laugh. But he's my age now. He's pushing 60. And Barney's had his dad, bearing in mind his dad is scared of heights, Bradley, he's had him on climbing walls, he's had him abseiling, he's had him thumb wrestling in Germany wearing lederhosen.
Oh, I'd love it. I'd love all of that.
It's laugh out loud all the way through. And the relationship between father and son is just wonderful. And there's going to be a lot of dads watching that thinking, yeah, that's like me and my lad. But it really is a good family watch. Oh, while we're talking about having a laugh, last week we mentioned WandaVision on Disney+.
Yes.
I've got to say, it isn't quite what the blurb implied. I've watched 3 of them, and it turns out there are a lot of Marvel character references. And having watched those 3 episodes, I'm now inclined to say that maybe it's one for the fans rather than one for everybody. But if you like your Marvel comics or you know somebody who does, then it's definitely worth a watch. Tell you what is great. Now, you would have to do what we do, Liz. You would have to record it and watch it later. House of Games with Richard Osman, because it's on at 6 o'clock weeknights.
Our players this week are Charlie Brooks, Darren Harriott, Melinda Messenger, and Mr. Les Dennis. Welcome, one and all. I'll read you out a question, Charlie. Yep. The answer will actually be written in the question somewhere, maybe across a couple of words or something, but it will be written in there. So can you tell me what the answer is and where it's hidden as well?
Okay.
So here's your question. If you saw a thumbnail sketch up close of a burger or a hot dog, you might catch sight of this tomato-based sauce.
Oh, hang on. Okay, so ketchup is in there somewhere. Oh, there it is, yes, ketchup.
Ketchup, and where is it?
Oh, it's in SketchUp Close.
Ketchup in SketchUp Close, well done.
It's as addictive as coffee. It's really, really good.
Well, I keep talking at the moment about The Masked Singer as well. We're so hooked on that on a Saturday night.
Both you and Mitch will be pleased to know that your favourite show is the UK's most popular Saturday night TV show at the moment. I watched all of the first series. And because you recommended it to me so much last week, I've dipped in and out and done a bit of catching up. And what I think makes this series good fun is not all of the characters are known as singers. And that's what hooks you in a little bit. I mean, Sophie Ellis-Bextor probably was a giveaway because of a very distinctive voice, but Glenn Hoddle.
He can sing!
I know. Glenn Hoddle, did you know, had a hit single in the 80s?
I do now. Thanks to the Masked Singer.
Glenn Hoddle and Chris Waddle. It's one of those that's best spoken about but never played, if I'm honest with you.
And people keep saying, do you know Viking? People keep saying that that's who's it from a-ha, lead singer of a-ha.
Walton Harkett, yeah. I read that this week. It could be. If Sheridan Smith is the sausage, wouldn't it be great if... Do you remember Hyacinth Bouquet?
Yeah.
Patricia Routledge. Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if she came on from the wings of the stage and went, Sheridan? It would just make the show for me. It'd be perfect.
That's what
I'm imagining, Saturday night in your house, I'm imagining you and Mitch there on the settee wearing your onesies, a pint and a glass of wine.
Oh, yeah, I do like a pint. Yeah.
You've not changed a bit.
Cheers, Dave. Radio legend Dave Johnson there. His picks for the weekend telly. It's BBC Radio Stoke.